Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm starting a series focused on art practice and demonstrating the methods I use to improve my art. I told myself this year I was going to dedicate some time to working on some of my technical skills, and I figured it might be helpful for some of you who are trying to do the same. This video will be focusing on improving line confidence and quality. I've created a little exercise sheet that could be used for warm-ups or just general practice. You can download this exact package for free on my Ko-fi shop, which I will link in the description of this video, and it includes both a printable PDF and a Photoshop file, so you can do this exercise traditionally or digitally. You don't need Photoshop to use the digital file. It should be compatible with other programs like Clip Studio Paint and Krita. For the purposes of recording, I'll be doing this digitally today, although I usually find it easier to do this kind of exercise traditionally. So the first exercise we will be doing will improve line control and aim. In this section, we will put a dot somewhere inside this circle. Let's use a brighter color so it stays visible during the exercise. Now, starting from anywhere on the edge of the circle, we will draw a straight line towards that dot we just drew. Try to hit the dot exactly, reaching it without going too far. And we will keep repeating this action until the circle is relatively full. The goal here is not perfection, so if you mess up a few times, don't worry. It's important to see where your mistakes are so that you know which exercises to practice more. Evidently, I am also terrible at this and need quite a bit of practice. Do this a few more times, placing the dot in different places on the circle, to practice drawing lines of different lengths. The longer the line, the more difficult the challenge typically. If you're working digitally, you can zoom in to create that challenge. If you're working traditionally, you can recreate this exercise by just drawing a bigger circle or not using a circle at all. There is a certain instinct when we do this exercise to rotate our paper or canvas, but in this next section, we will do the same challenge but without turning the position of the canvas. Now, there's nothing inherently wrong with rotating the canvas when you are doing your regular art. Obviously, do what is easier for yourself. But practicing this way can also help you become more comfortable drawing lines at different angles and make you more efficient in the long run. Now, you'll probably notice some of these lines are going to be better than others, but again, this is only meant to show you which areas you need more practice in. Now, this is a bit more of a fun section. Here, we are just going to put down a couple of dots anywhere in this area. And using the same idea as before, we are going to connect as many of them as possible together. Now you can use this to create some interesting patterns. Maybe you want each dot to connect to every single other one, or maybe you can form only triangles, or squares, or other shapes. The next exercise here is similar to the first one in that we are still practicing line control, but now we are focusing on drawing parallel lines and curves. How many times have you drawn a line over your sketch only to have it go way off? In these squares, practice drawing a series of straight parallel lines, each one going in a different direction. Again, this is to help you get comfortable with drawing efficiently without rotating the paper or canvas. In this second section here, you can create your own angles. Once again, use this section to have a bit more fun and exercise some creativity. Make some interesting patterns that you might enjoy doing more. So far, this video has been focusing a lot on straight lines, which are good for identifying issues with and improving line control, but admittedly, most people probably use curved lines a lot more in their art. So now we are going to repeat the exercise we just did with something a little more applicable. Obviously, these exercises have been incredibly repetitive, which is important for developing those skills, but it can get boring. If you are just looking for an easy warm-up, repeat at your own discretion, and perhaps try different ways of making these exercises interesting for you. The last thing we want is for art to become tedious and boring, because then you won't want to do it. It's why I've tried to incorporate some more fun versions of each of these exercises, but practice in a way that makes you enjoy it. On this last page, we are expanding from curves to circles. Circles and ellipses are essential in art, and are used in everything from creating structure to compositional guides. They are simultaneously one of the easiest and hardest shapes to draw, in my opinion. We'll fill in this area between each line with either a circle or an ellipse. Practice drawing slowly at first, and try to speed up as you go, and you can try doing it in only one motion. Some of these may not look perfect, but that's okay, that's what practice is for. Once again, in this last section, go crazy with the patterns. Make as many or as little as you want, and try pushing the shape to its limits. If you've struggled with any of these exercises, or even if you haven't, let me take this last minute to give you some extra advice that I find helpful. Try drawing using your whole arm, not just your hand. That means using your shoulder instead of your wrist. Try going bigger. This might mean starting these practices traditionally, but practicing with bigger motions on a large sketch pad can help you get used to the feeling properly. Change the angle at which you work. Try propping up your paper or tablet at an angle. This also helps keep your back straight. Take a stretch break if you need it, maybe even before you start, and loosen up your muscles. Do these exercises in a way that you enjoy. Use different colors, make different shapes. Stop and switch it up if you find yourself getting tired or bored. And last but not least, don't worry about it not looking great. It's not meant to. I've demonstrated my own lack of practice in this video over and over. Practice is meant to help you get better, and that way you can build your confidence over time. So, I hope you all found this video helpful, and if you enjoyed it, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. If you have any suggestions for other guides, tutorials, or demos, you can let me know in the comments below. Follow me on Instagram at KaylinVerse to see the rest of my work, and if you want to support me so I can keep making more videos, you can subscribe or donate to my Ko-fi or find my stuff for purchase on Redbubble and in print. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.